Open your fridge right now. Go on, actually picture it. You open the door and there it is, that smell. Not rotten milk, not spoiled meat, just something. A smell you can't quite name. Something slightly off, slightly wrong, sitting in the air like it's been waiting for you. So you look around, you check the shelves. Nothing looks bad. No mold, no obvious mess. So you shrug, close the door, and forget about it. Until tomorrow, when it happens again. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your fridge probably smells worse than you think, and the reason behind it is honestly kind of disgusting once you understand it. Let's start with the obvious question. Why does a cold fridge smell bad in the first place? Isn't cold supposed to stop bacteria? Well, here's the catch. Cold air doesn't kill bacteria, it just slows them down. They're still in there, quietly alive, slowly breaking down whatever food particles they can find, and they don't need much to work with. One tiny spill, a single old strawberry tucked in the back, a few drops of sauce that leaked from a container days ago, that's more than enough fuel for them. Now here's where it gets genuinely gross. That rubber seal running around your fridge door, the one you've probably never touched in your life. Almost nobody cleans it. And it's the perfect environment for bacteria and mold. It's dark, it's slightly moist from condensation, and it never really dries out. It's basically a 5-star hotel for microorganisms. Then there's the drain hole. Most fridges have one, usually hidden somewhere in the back, and its entire job is draining away excess moisture. But when that little hole gets blocked with food debris or ice, and it does more often than you guess, water gets trapped inside the fridge. And trapped moisture doesn't just sit there quietly, it creates smell. That damp, slightly musty odor you can't quite place? 9 times out of 10, that's exactly where it's coming from. But honestly, the biggest culprit for most people is airflow. When your fridge is packed full, and let's be honest, most of ours are, cold air physically can't circulate the way it's supposed to. Some corners stay colder, sure, but other spots end up warmer than they should be. Food in those warmer spots spoils faster, and slowly, almost invisibly, the smell builds up until one day you open the door and it just hits you. So what actually is smell on a chemical level? When food starts breaking down, it releases tiny airborne particles, microscopic stuff you can't see but your nose absolutely can detect. And those particles don't stay in one place, they spread. Your butter absorbs them, your fruit absorbs them. Even your milk sealed in its carton somehow ends up tasting a little off. That's why one strong smell, left unchecked, can slowly contaminate everything else sharing that space with it. Humidity makes the whole thing worse. Every single time you open that door, warm air rushes in. That warm air is carrying moisture with it. The moisture lands on cold surfaces and sticks there. And bacteria, as we said, absolutely love moisture. So every time you open the fridge just to check, you're actually feeding the problem a little more. Open containers are another massive issue. A bowl of leftovers without a lid doesn't just smell bad to you, it's constantly releasing odor particles into the air around it, affecting everything nearby. And some foods are repeat offenders. Onions, garlic, strong aged cheese. These things spread their smell aggressively, even when they look completely harmless sitting there. And here's something most people get wrong without even realizing it: where they store things. The door of your fridge is actually the warmest part of the entire unit because it's the area most exposed to outside air every time you open it. And yet that's exactly where most people keep their milk, which means it's spoiling faster than it should every single day just because of where it's sitting. Okay, enough with the problem. Let's actually fix this thing. First, baking soda. Yes, it's an old trick, but it genuinely works. It neutralizes odors instead of just masking them. The mistake most people make is using way too little. Skip the tiny box and use a shallow open bowl instead and swap it out roughly once a month. If you want something stronger, activated charcoal works even better. It actively traps odor particles from the air and lasts noticeably longer than baking soda before it needs replacing. Now, cleaning. Skip the soap. Use white vinegar instead. Vinegar kills bacteria and breaks down smells without leaving any residue behind, which soap often does. Mix it with a bit of water, then wipe down everything: shelves, walls, door compartments, and especially that rubber seal we talked about earlier. That area is usually far dirtier than people expect. Don't forget the drain hole either. Grab a cotton swab, clear it out gently, then flush some warm water through it. That single step alone can eliminate a musty smell that's been bothering you for weeks. Temperature matters too. Your fridge should sit somewhere between 1 and 4 degrees Celsius. A lot of fridges run warmer than that without anyone noticing, and warmer temperatures mean bacteria multiply faster. The biggest fix of all, though, sealing your food properly. Open containers are basically smell broadcasters. Switch to airtight containers, especially for leftovers and onions. Seriously, seal those things like your life depends on it. They will take over your entire fridge if you let them. Finally, think about placement. The coldest spot is the back middle shelf. The warmest is the door. That one small adjustment in where you store things makes a bigger difference than most people would ever guess. Here's the honest truth at the end of all this. Your fridge was never built to stay perfectly clean forever. It was only ever designed to slow decay down, to buy you time, not to stop the process completely. Bacteria never fully stop, moisture never fully disappears, and smell will always try to find a way to spread. You're not really fighting dirt here, you're fighting biology itself. But once you actually understand what's happening behind that door, keeping your fridge fresh stops feeling like a mystery and starts feeling surprisingly simple.